Hello Robert, this is Jacob Tucker from Manteca Trailer. We really appreciate you taking the time to express your interest in our Seneca 37L. As you can see, this is in fact on the S2 RV Freightliner chassis with an Allison transmission and a 360 Cummins engine. Does have a very slick looking paint job with the blue, white, black, and gray stripes. Mounted on 22.5-inch Michelin tires. One of the nice things that I'm sure you're aware of about Senecas is that they have a 16,000 pound difference between dry and fully loaded in terms of gross combined weight rating. So you can pull up to 12,000 pounds off the hitch and you have a 6,000 pound cargo carrying capacity. So 18,000 pounds in total. If you ever did want to, you could replace this with a larger receiver so that you could have 15,000 pounds towing capacity rather than 12, but that would take about 3,000 pounds away from your cargo carrying capacity. Obviously with this Seneca, what you see here is going to have a fiberglass roof, bonded fiberglass front cap, and it is going to also have fiberglass subflooring. It is going to have the Jayco premium J-Ride, so rubber isolation mounts, heavy duty shocks, helper springs, a variety of different things that compose it. Heavy duty rear stabilizer bars and front stabilizer bars. You do have a door awning as well. This obviously is going to have air ride technology too. I'll go ahead and climb up to the roof. So this is where the solar prep is for the roof. As you can see, it doesn't already have a solar panel. It is a dual air conditioner. You have a fantastic vent fan up here. You do have your digital antenna on top of your Winegard satellite dish. We'll put the phone in my pocket for a second to climb back down. This one is equipped with a 10-gallon hot water heater. There's your 8-kilowatt Onan Cummins generator. Obviously it's a diesel generator. Your wet bay, you have an macerator as well. Outdoor shower, hot and cold, black tank flush, city water connections. All your satin cable connections are there too. Whole house water filter. They do this all in rotocast plastic. The advantage there is that you aren't going to have any issues with it deteriorating over time as if it were some other material. I believe it's a 105-gallon diesel tank. 50 amp shore power connection. And then obviously you also do have the electric retractor for your 50 amp cable, the power cord reel. There's your Xantrex 2000 watt inverter. In here you do have some pull cables to bleed the air ride system. There's some more of your solar prep, rack and pinion slide out systems. It's really neat seeing the spokes here. This just helps to ensure that you're not going to have issues with the slide out mechanisms. Jayco does a phenomenal job with them. You do have a secondary gray water dump there. Big old battery tray with 6 batteries in total. And then you still do have, I believe it's at least one, if not 2 chassis batteries. aftermarket fiberglass steps. And then you do have a connection for cold weather to ensure that your engine doesn't gel up. Go ahead and open up the engine for you. As you can see, this previously was sold, so it's good timing that you happen to reach back out. Here's the engine. I love that red color. So 360 horsepower over 800 foot-pound torque. You can see the heavy-duty shackles down there. You actually see the stabilizer bars, the shocks. We'll show you the rear axles too. There's those big old drum brakes. There's your heavy duty rear stabilizer bar. I believe I showed you all these already. So there is going to be about 2,600 miles on it. That's just the drive time that it takes to get from where it's manufactured out here to California. There is your hydraulic auto leveling system. You have your infotainment center here. Obviously, you do have a backup camera. You also have side view cameras. Really nice adjustable flex steel upholstery whenever it comes to the driver's and passenger seats. You also have a Jayco brake. The one to the left is your regen button, because this one does have, with it being a diesel engine, the diesel exhaust fluid and the diesel particulate filter. Moving on to the house. I know that you wanted to see it whenever it comes to the interior. So this is what it looks like. Give me a second here, let me go get it plugged in. All right. So it appears that the battery's got a little low, so it does need to charge back up. This is the amount of space that you have to walk through whenever the slide out's in. So you do have to turn to the side here to get past the dinette, but then you do have much more walk space once you do get past that dinette. There's the lights coming on. There you go. That's what it looks like. You can pretty easily access the bathroom. All right. So let me turn off all these lights here. I'll go ahead and open up the slide. This is one of my favorite parts about what they do with the Seneca is this panel right here. So it's an all-electric panel. It controls everything that's on the entire system. And you also do have the ability to download the mobile app so that you could put it on your phone. The advantage with doing that is that you can control then everything from the comfort of your phone. You know, if you're wanting to make sure that whenever you open your slide outs that it's not going to brush any trees or something like that, you have that option. So let's go here through the system real quick. You do have your master light switches here that will turn everything off and on. Then you also do have your water or electric gas heat, your propane or electric gas heat. It will show you the level of your house and chassis batteries, as well as the number of hours for the generator. You do have an autogen system, which is right here. So you could trigger it to automatically turn on whenever it gets below a certain voltage. You could also set it so that you'd have certain times for park hours. So it'd start as soon as 8 a.m., turn off as soon as 10 p.m. The other thing that you could do with this system as well is, let's say that at 4 o'clock you are coming back from going out on the lake and you want your generator to kick on, flip on the ACs, cool down the place before you get into it. You could set it at 3:30 to turn on so that it'd be nice and comfortable by the time that you got back. And then obviously if it's going to have a low voltage start, it'll have a high voltage stop. And then, you can set the number of tries for it to restart, but that's just some of the auto gen. So that covers most of what we got here. We also can turn on and off the water pump, the tank heaters, all that jazz, read the levels. This is your light system over here. It'll show you how to turn everything off and on. I believe some of it might even be able to dim. Let's see here. Yep, so there you go. You can dim it if you want to, or you can bring it back up. That is one of the things that's nice about it. Let's see here. So here's all of your temperature controls. So you have dual air conditioners and you have different settings. So, if I set this here to 68, put it on auto cool, then the back air conditioner will kick on. Same thing with over here. This would control your air conditioner for the living space. The nice thing about the air conditioner with the living space is it also has a heat pump. So essentially heat pumps whenever it comes down to temperatures below 40 degrees. The advantage is that above 40 degrees, it would be able to use the park power to heat up your living space without you having to run your propane. Then obviously the furnace controls there. You can turn on and off the bath fan. This is your slide out controls here. Let me turn off the air conditioner. Okay, so here are your slide out controls. So right here, the dinette, I can go ahead and extend that out. Then you have, sorry, that's your awning. Right here, it's kitchen slide out. Big old full wall slide that will be giving you a whole lot of extra space once it does get to the place that it is fully out. And then obviously here is your bed slide too. As I mentioned, you do have the retractable retractable king bed here, so it'll go in and out whenever you do put the slide out. So over here is your bed slide that you can extend out no problem. So it's going to create a whole lot of extra space in your bedroom. Finish putting out this full wall slide here. So we do have some low voltage batteries, so I might let them charge up a little bit more before I try to fully extend it. But this is what it looks like with everything mostly opened up. That is actually all the way out. Other thing that I do like about the Seneca here, it's going to be that beautiful windshield in your front cap. One of the other things that is nice specifically with the Jayco brand is that you can tell whenever you look at the cap that there's no seams on the edge of it. So they took all of the seams up underneath the edge of the cap with a fiberglass sleeve, so that provides some additional rigidity for your bunk. So the bunk capacity over here is well above 750 pounds, which is pretty much more than most any two adults would weigh whenever they do get up there. Easily hold a couple kids. They give you power outlets too. Do have a fireplace as well. Lots and lots and lots of storage space. Convection microwave. You'd also have a 3-burner cooktop. Obviously, this is where your washer dryer would go. I'll show you the recline of the bed now. So that's fully reclined. Also do have lights here in the bunk. TVs in the bunk. Day and night shades. Here's the option sheet for y'all as well. If you want to, you can go ahead and screenshot that and send any questions that you guys might have my way. I hope this walkthrough video has been helpful. I very much look forward to working with you guys. It's a very beautiful motorhome. We love to earn your business. Take care and have a nice day.